Welcome to the next entry in a monthly Fextralife series highlighting the top 5 RPGs for the next month. In this edition, we're going to take a look at what we think are the best RPGs releasing in the month of April and talk a little bit about each and why we think so highly of them. Hop in and discover some new games you haven't heard of or learn a little more about ones you do know. At number 5, Moonlighter is a fantasy roguelike RPG developed by Digital Sun Games, an indie Spanish studio. It takes place in a remote merchant town where the protagonist, Will, runs a store. He wants to be a hero, who doesn't, but to make the dream come true, he has to gather gear and master a variety of abilities first. The game combines elements of a roguelike RPG and a trading card game. It sends you on night journeys to dungeons where you face challenging enemies and gather valuable items and skills that bring him closer to achieving his goal. During the day, you have to manage and develop Will's store, improve your knowledge of the wares we sell, and make increasingly bigger profits. At number 4, Crawl. Crawl is a roguelike hack-and-slash game featuring pixel art visuals. It was designed specifically for local multiplayer and is developed by Powerhoof and is now making its debut on consoles. In the game, heroes exploring dungeons encounter monsters defending the place against dungeon delvers like you. Up to 4 players can play, and one of them takes the role of the hero traversing dungeons filled with threats. The remaining players control the monsters, who will prepare traps and obstacles in order to make it more difficult for the hero. The game resembles classic roguelike RPGs where the player gathers parts of equipment scattered through dungeons and levels up gradually. When the hero dies, the players swap their roles, but the new hero keeps both the items and experience gathered by the player who is just in control. Once the hero has reached level 10, they go through a mysterious portal and the final boss battle begins. At number 3, Expeditions Viking. Set in a historical setting, Expeditions Viking is a classic, tactical turn-based RPG developed by Logic Artist Studio. The game is the second consecutive installment in the series after 2013's Expeditions Conquistador. Set at the end of the 8th century, with the death of your father, you become the new leader of a small Viking village. Your mission is to gather power, protect your people, and make your village the strongest one in the region. You will be threatened by hostile neighbors and backstabbing members of your own clan. In addition to this village management, you'll be plundering and raiding once you have gathered the necessary resources and have assembled a good crew. In battle, the turn-based combat is in top-down perspective and takes place on battlefields covered in a hex grid, which allows for a variety of devious, clever tactics. The non-linear plot of the game can be influenced by your strategic and personal choices. At number 2, Portal Knights. Portal Knights is a third-person RPG that combines classic RPG mechanics with sandbox games like Minecraft. Developed by Keen Games, the studio known for Sacred 3, the game takes us to a fantasy world constructed with blocks, which itself is a land of islands connected by magical portals. Centuries ago, the world was torn into pieces, and your mission is to merge these pieces back together. You create your character, choosing from 3 available professions, and head out to explore the world, complete quests, and defeat foes. Portal Knight features an extensive crafting system, which lets you collect various raw materials and use them to create a variety of items, including buildings. The game's character progression system features a bevy of skills and equipment, which allows the character to be customized to fit your playstyle preference. And our top upcoming RPG for April? Warhammer 40,000: Dawn of War 3. Developed by Relic Entertainment, Warhammer 40,000: Dawn of War 3 is the third installment of the real-time strategy series set in a dark, future world in the popular universe created by Games Workshop. You will lead one of the 3 races, Space Marines, Eldars, and Orcs. Each has unique heroes, units, buildings, and abilities for you to use. The game takes the popular elements of the series' history and focuses on massive battles waged on a vast map with hundreds of units. It features RPG elements such as customization of units and heroes that can be provided with special equipment and abilities as you increase your gained experience. Fans of this rich universe will lose themselves in this one. April is a month full of under-the-radar and niche titles that may surprise you if you give them a shot. What are your thoughts on the list? Any other RPGs you're looking forward to in April? Let us know what you think. If you like what you see, give the video a like and hit that subscribe button to find out when we release more content. Happy role-playing!